morning, thanks for tuning in. I'm Ann Powell with the WJTS News. A Jasper man has a broken ankle after being hit by a car on Monday morning. 73-year-old Frank Duquette was trying to bike across the crosswalk in the 3600 block of Portersville Road when he was hit by an SUV. Duquette was thrown into the roadway and his bike was thrown about 25 yards. He was then transported to Memorial Hospital for a broken ankle, road rash, and a cut to the head. The driver of the SUV, later identified as 47-year-old Allison Engel of Jasper, was also cited for failing to yield to a pedestrian, resulting in bodily injury. Du Bois County recorded no new cases and no new COVID-19 related deaths on Tuesday. The countywide total of COVID-19 cases is still at 5,998. 113 residents have lost their lives since the start of the pandemic. The county's 7-day rolling average for all positive tests is now 3.4%. 7,768 residents have also been fully vaccinated. For more information and to see a full map, you can head to coronavirus.in.gov. If you're having trouble using your favorite apps on your Android, then you are not alone. Android phone users reported crashes across several apps on their phones on Monday, and now Google and Samsung say they have the fix, and it's fairly simple. Here's how. Remove the Web View update from your phone and restart it. To do this, you need to go to your settings and click on Apps. Then, click on the 3 dots in the upper right-hand corner. Next, click on the Show Systems apps. And after this, search for Android System Web View and select Uninstall Updates. Some Lagodi residents are under a boil order because of a water main break on West Main Street. The order affects those who live along West Main Street between North JFK Avenue, west to the railroad track, and West Railroad Street. After pressure is restored, residents need to run cold water from their sink or tub until clear water flows from the faucet. All water needs to be boiled for at least 5 minutes before using it for cooking, drinking, or oral hygiene. It is not necessary to boil water for other uses. Davies County Rural Water System customers may notice lower water pressure or discolored water over the next few weeks. The company began their yearly round of spring flushing on Monday. In the southern part of their service area, flushing begins at Bussard Road and continues north. And for the northern service area, flushing begins along County Road 100 North and will continue going north. The Indiana Department of Transportation has announced road closures for Crawford County. NDOT will close State Road 3764 near Toswell for pipe replacement beginning on Monday, April 5th. Crews will excavate and replace the drainage culvert between Toswell and town limits and North Brownstown Road. All lanes of traffic will be closed during this time. Work is expected to last for about 4 days, depending on weather conditions. Local traffic will have access up to the point of closure, and all through traffic must use the official detour going along State Road 145, I-64, and State Road 237. And NDOT is also closing lanes on State Road 64 near Marengo for a bridge project on Monday, April 5th. Contractors will close one lane of State Road 64 bridge spanning over Whiskey Run and just east of the State Road 66 intersection. One lane will be open at all times throughout the project. Lane closures will be in place around the clock. Work is expected to last until the end of June, depending on weather conditions. NDOT urges drivers to slow down and stay alert near crews. Hoosiers have a little longer to file their individual income tax. The Indiana Department of Revenue is extending the deadline to May 17th to be on the same schedule as the Internal Revenue Service deadline. Individual tax returns and payments, originally due by April 15th, are now due on or before May 17th. All other tax return filings and payment due dates remain unchanged. Those who are unable to file by the May 17th deadline can also file an extension directly with the DOR or with the IRS. If the IRS extension is granted, the Indiana extension is automatically granted. A timely filed extension moves the federal tax filing deadline to October 15th and the Indiana filing deadline to November 15th. For more information, you can head to our website, WJTS.tv. Police agencies around the state are joining forces to keep students safe at the bus stop. Over 200 police agencies are taking part in this year's Spring Stop Arm Violation Enforcement Program. Officers will be out patrolling around bus stops and along bus routes, looking for stop-arm violations and unsafe lane movements. These overtime patrols are paid through the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration through the state's SAFE program. In Indiana, it is illegal for motorists to pass a bus that has stopped and has its red lights flashing and a stop arm extended. This applies to all roads with one exception. Motorists on a highway that is divided by a barrier such as a cable barrier, concrete wall, or grassy median are required to stop, but only if they are traveling in the same direction as the school bus. To learn more about the program, you can head to in.gov/CJI. A train robbery in Troy had families grinning from ear to ear over this past weekend. Riders hopped on board at the train at the Tell City train depot and took rides before cowboys took over the train, leading to a shootout in Troy. This is the first train robbery event that the Ohio River Scenic Railway has tried out. Cowboys and Pinkertons had a classic Western standoff along the Ohio River. After this, riders hopped back onto the train for the ride back. The Ohio River Scenic Railway is an extension of the Perry County Visitors Bureau, and train robberies aren't the only thing that the railway offers. Executive Director of the Perry County Convention and Visitors Bureau, Betty Cash, says that people come out just to ride their train by the river.
Yesterday, I sold tickets to two different couples that are all the way, one was all the way in Magnet in a cabin and one was at Rocky Point in a cabin. So we just love it when, we're so blessed with the cabins that we have that overlook the river, and that are some of them in the Hoosier National Forest area. And there were people in here yesterday that wanted to hike. And then so I talked them into coming for a train ride today. So they were excited about that, We have a little bit of something for everyone.
They are also kicking off the Easter season this weekend with a series of Easter hunts. These will take place for several weeks. For more information, you can head to OhioRiverTrain.com. And stay tuned, weekly forecasts and sports with Kirk Gooksell are still to come on the WJTS News.